Hey fam, it's Get the Pen time. Welcome to Get the Pen. My name is Janine Folks, and I'm your hostess for Get the Pen. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're returning, welcome back. If it's your first time, welcome, and thank you. Just thank you. I hope that by now you have subscribed. If not, I would really appreciate if you would just subscribe. It only take you a hot second to subscribe. You don't even have to like, comment, or share. I hope you do, but if all you want to do is subscribe, or if that's all you have time to do, please do that. I appreciate it. Again, I'm Janine, so we're about to share a Get the Pen in a moment. So I want to highlight an author, a young lady. Her book is called Breaking the Silence, Demons in the Midst. It is a collection of poetry and short stories. So proud of this young lady for penning her book. She was just so easy to work with. You know, it was so simple. She just was so together, had all her stuff together, very minimal back and forth. Was like boom, 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 and she was done. And her book was on Amazon, and I hope it's going very well. Make sure you know, check her out. That's Stephanie Sykes, Miss Stephanie Sykes, young lady. Very proud of her. A friend of mine, his daughter, who wanted help publishing a book, and they referred her to me, and I was just so honored, so honored. And speaking of young people, young ladies, young men, I just want to shout all the young people who are going for it, who are pursuing their dreams, doing the things, and fearlessly moving forward to make a mark on this world, to leave a legacy, and they're starting early. And I'm just so proud, and I commend all of you, like people like Stephanie and other young people, your children, my children, who are out there just hustling and working and making it happen. Y'all keep going, keep doing it. And speaking of young people, I'm gonna mention my hairdresser, the girl that does my hair. She does a beautiful job. See how cute I look? Cause sometimes I don't have my hair done, but today I do, and that's thanks to Miss Latavia, cause she gets me together, and I really appreciate it. And I realized even Latavia told me, she gave me some advice. I'm like, my hair is thinning, and I don't know what to do. I'm trying to get it to look healthy, and she gave me some tips, and man, it worked. And I realized we can learn from young people. She's in her 20s, young lady. I'm in my 50s. A 50-year-old can learn from a 20 something. I'm actually mid 50, but we going to go 50, okay, just to take me down a notch. But she gave me some advice. I took the advice, I followed it, and it worked. She knew what she was talking about. Because sometimes we, as older people, can be, oh, I'm older, but you know what I mean, us older people can be dismissive toward young people because we think they don't know anything, and we think they know everything, and most of them don't think that they know some things, and we have to respect that. We have to respect them and realize and recognize that there are some things they know more than we know, some things they're better at than we are. And we can learn a lot from them. I learn a lot from my children. Now, I'm not saying they know everything and they don't need to learn from us as well, but that learning, it goes both ways. It's mutual. We teach them, they teach us. And we are always learning, they are always learning. And we can learn from people no matter how young or old they are. And we have to be open to that and receptive to that and recognize that we can learn something from the young people. And when we treat them with respect, with regard to what they know, to what their expertise is, and humble ourselves and let our egos go and learn from them, that respect will be reciprocated. They will respect us because we have shown respect. When we show respect, man, you get it back. I'm telling you, when we respect the children and the young adults, and we treat them like humans with dignity, and not putting them down and accusing them of being know-it-alls and whatever else we accuse them of, and in our frustration, I understand the frustration, but we still have to do things with respect, and we cannot command respect without giving respect. So I try to be mindful of that and show respect in all circumstances, just to respect a person because they're a person, and to know that I can learn from young people. I learned a lot from young people, especially with this evolving world that we live in. They're coming in on a different frequency, even the babies, even my 4 year old granddaughter. I learned from her. She's here on a different frequency. She's not like we were when we were children. Even my grandson, who's a year old, he knows how to swipe a smartphone. He knows kind of knows how to work it as a 1 year old, because they're coming here on a different frequency, and we have to respect that. We have to recognize that and not trying to push them down and hold them back because we want to feel smarter or better. We have wisdom. We may be, a little more wise because of our experience. Yes, but we also have to give them respect for just being on a whole different frequency and entering into a world that is not like the one we entered into. So they're on a whole different level, and we have to respect them the way we expect them to respect us as well. We're going to work it out. We're going to figure it out. So today I'm going to read, speaking of age and age gaps and things like that, I'm going to speak to that in my reading, which is taken from She Shall Be, which is like a book of devotionals. And this is called Gracing Aging. Because listen, you keep living, you're going to age. Nobody gets to live and stay the same age. You can't be 12 forever. You can't be 20 forever unless you leave this earth at that age. That's the only way you're going to stay at an age forever. This world is spinning and spinning, and every moment we're aging. Okay, so how do we do that gracefully? We can't avoid aging. We can make it look as good as we, possibly can, and take great care of ourselves. But we're still aging. Look, no matter how well I eat or work out and all that, this gray is still here unless I diet, which I don't plan to do because I actually kind of like it. It's, gives it a little metallic feel. But this gray came on me. I didn't fight it though. I just let it come. And that's just coming with time and with age. And I want to age as gracefully as I possibly can. So I wrote this and I'm going to read it to you. And that's going to be that for our Get the Pen moment. So this, I'm reading direct from the book. I want to begin this book with a message for all of my sisters and even my brothers. This applies to all of us, really, because it's applicable to each of us and it'll affect you at some point in life. No matter what age you are, this is for you. So I recently overheard some young ladies having a conversation. Now, I'm not a nosy person, but the topic of conversation did snag my attention. I tried to keep it moving and ignore it, but it kept pulling at me. So I had to listen. The entire conversation was an exchange of lamenting and obsessing about not looking old. One young lady complained that her new shorter hairstyle made her look old. She said that her 38th birthday was coming up and she was planning to change her hair back to being longer so that she would not look old. The other young lady chimed in about what she was going to do to keep from looking older, and they talked about some of the older women were how old other women were looking for their age. I was beginning to feel secondhand stress from them just from listening. This was odd and it struck me hard because at age 54, I do not obsess about looking young. Of course, I want to look nice, but that's it. I don't compare how old or young I look to anyone, and I definitely don't carry on long conversations about how young or old I'm going to look or want to look. Something is going on. It was hard, but I decided to mind my own business. But I desperately wanted to tell this young lady how beautiful she was and to chill out because fighting age is a losing battle. The idea to not fight age, but to do so amazingly and gracefully. So it's not age that we want to fight. I'm proudly aging, but can we just do it with grace? Can we just be graceful with our aging? That's what we need to focus on rather than fighting it, because it is a losing battle. I wanted to tell her, baby girl, you're young. And even when you're no longer young, and if you live long enough, aging will happen. Use your energy to having your life together, getting your life together, and building a better life. Let's focus on that. Society has it twisted. If we could stop obsessing about a youthful appearance, we can simply be happy with who we are. When we stop worrying, we automatically look younger anyway. And doing all this weird stuff to yourself is not making anyone look young, just weird looking. Just take care of yourself and be happy. That's it. I get it though. I get it because the internet, social media, television shows make fun of people for aging as if it's not going to happen to everyone. I've read horrible commentaries on aging celebrities who still try to perform in their mature bodies. They're being laughed at for wanting to still live and do what they enjoy in their 50s and beyond. What are they supposed to do? Go hide in a corner and be irrelevant? Be careful with that. We cannot disrespect elders or the shoulders that we stand on. No one escapes aging. The only escape is death. We need to learn to celebrate every phase and love every phase and enjoy all of life, not just youth. I love my age. I love that I'm still able to live and enjoy life. People are superficial and obsessed with the wrong things. I hope we can redirect our obsessions and obsess about loving ourselves, getting our lives together so that when we are old, we will have the choice to slow down if we want to. After speaking to a younger relative who falls in the same age bracket, she's in her late 30s, she explained to me, and here I am learning from a young person. She explained how there's pressure for the late 30s ladies to be able to compete with the 20 somethings, and they almost feel bullied into this competition. I'm like, what? So, what a sad state of being, that is being fed to our culture. It pits mother against daughter when the mother or mother figures should be teaching the younger women, not competing with them. This is a setup for disaster, and it's almost to the point of a crisis. All the surgery and things that people are doing. And as you get older, what makes you beautiful is it evolves. What makes you beautiful, it changes, right? To me, happiness is gorgeous. Confidence is beautiful. Knowing who you are and being good at what you do is the epitome of fabulousness, and it is so attractive. What looks and feels better than crushing goals and living dreams? That has nothing to do with a youthful appearance, but bubbling happiness looks good on anyone and it makes age irrelevant and where youthful looks are concerned. Looking happy makes you look young, it makes you attractive. It's not because I don't have, wrinkles or gray hair. And I mean, we take care of ourselves, but what looks even better is happiness and peace. I have been referred to as older, and yeah, I fought the auntie word, but now I guess I'm auntie, work mom, all of that. I don't fight it anymore. So I remember, I used to be mad about it, but I embrace it now. And I remember my teenage years like it was yesterday. I remember being 14. I remember being 17 vividly, like I was just 17. How did I get 64? I don't know. And if you're 17 or 20 something, guess what? In a minute, you're going to be in your 50s and 60s and 70s. We can't fight it unless we leave here early. That's the only way. But I know I'm no longer in that younger phase of life. And I thank God for that. I own that I'm older now. I love it now. I hope my age is an inspiration because I am blessed to still be able to set goals and living my dreams. And even after raising three children and now they're grown with children, I don't intend to stop until my body just prohibits it. Stop worrying about it, how old you look. Stop making fun of people who do look old. Stop making fun of older people. Just stop it, because you next. You're next. We all change. That's life. Take great care of yourself and keep being awesome at any age. This has been a Get the Pen moment. My name is Janine. Folks, visit me at www.getthepen.net. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share. Take care.